couldn't make a shot really. I thought we took when we had the lead. I thought we just lost our kind of composure offensively. We were getting okay shots. I thought we rushed those a little bit. We were kind of wild in transition. We needed to calm down and convert a couple of those. And then we kept looking for like home run plays and shortcuts and stuff like that. And then at the other end, a couple cheap fouls and kind of gave them easy offense when we had easy offense that we couldn't convert. So
the struggles just when you have a couple of starters that aren't able to score.
Yeah,
make those adjustments.
Yeah, I thought. I don't have an answer for that. I thought finishing around the rim was not good. The threes look really deep. Kind of like just need to get shots up type threes. Nothing came in the rhythm of the offense. There was no rhythm of the offense really. So,
do you think it was the fact that you guys were missing shots that they began to overreact and kind of strain to this?
Pardon?
Do you think that the missing shots early is what created the urgency to try to do things on their own and go for home run plays?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. So,
how much of this do you think was effort?
I thought the effort was there largely. I just thought there was a lot of game plan breakdowns that really hurt us. They may have looked like lack of effort plays, but they were more, I think, mental lapses more than physical effort. So,
when it comes to physical defenses like Orlando, what are some of the keys to beating that, and what were some things that are maybe lacking for?
Yeah, I thought we tried to play through their body way too much today. I thought we needed to find kickouts earlier. When we did find them, they were a beat late. So,
if you go back and look, some of your most lopsided losses, we talked about it before the game, have been kind of in the day games this season. Yeah. Is it just preparation, weird energy?
That's a question for them. We prepare the same way as coaches. So, we were good last week in Denver. So, who knows? But yeah, we need to have more guys play well, and we got to be ready to answer the bell no matter what, because we have a lot of different start times coming up.
Maybe you kind of already answered this in your first question, but it was those last 6 minutes of the second quarter, the offense really dried up. Did you diagnose anything in that time specifically? It seemed like that's when it turned.
The only thing we could repeatedly generate was offense through the short roll. And I just thought that when we did have looks, like I said, mostly in transition, which you kind of want to play that way, it didn't go in. We couldn't finish. Couldn't finish around the hoop. So.
When the three-point shots aren't falling, is there a thought of ever to try to get different shots, or just to try to get better three-point looks?
No, listen, we were trying to drive to the hoop. I thought there was a lot of traffic in there. I thought again, that's what we talk about, the early kickouts. There were some threes that in that run where they didn't go in. I thought they did a good job of getting out and contesting them. They were open shots, but maybe we could have redrove them, created an easier shot on the other side of the floor. And we took some that were kind of semi-contested. Listen, it's the game is, you gotta read the game, and if they're hard closing you out, you got to make the next play.
It wasn't necessarily, obviously, the reason you lost the game, but some of your best on-ball defenders, Jaden and Io and Dante, all struggled to some extent containing the ball today.
Yeah, they did. I thought, I don't know if they were kind of spooked with the way the whistle was going, with the fouls that were happening in and around the paint, but we weren't as physical out on the floor as we needed to be. So.